You are one of my heroes. And man, do you lay it bare. You lay it bare in this book. I'm going to start with the New York Times, part of the New York Times review of your book, which my husband, Doug, read to me out loud. He loves you too. And he's like, oh my gosh. And I couldn't believe it's from the book. This is not the New York Times writer trying to slam you. He's actually accurately representing portions of the book. It reads as follows. Glenn C. Loury's new book, Late Admissions, is unlike any economist memoir I have ever read. Most don't mention picking up streetwalkers or smoking crack in a faculty office at Harvard's Kennedy School, or in an airplane at 30,000 feet, or stealing a car, or having sex on a beach in Israel with a mistress and attracting the attention of the Israeli Defense Forces, or later being arrested and charged with assaulting her or cuckolding a best friend, or abandoning children born out of wedlock, or becoming estranged from the children that weren't, or writing computer code to win at blackjack, or having a porn addiction, or keeping a bachelor pleasure dome decorated with a bearskin rug, a brass four-poster bed, and a fat marijuana plant, or sidling around in a paisley smoking jacket with a matching ascot because it, quote, radiated suave sophistication and Hefner-esque cool, or sneaking into dorm rooms as a professor to suck face with much younger women, or entering detox clinics, finding God when it was convenient, appearing on the 700 Club, then ditching God, and on it goes from there. Did Dwight Garner, who wrote this review, get any of that wrong, Glenn?
I'm wondering if he left anything out. Okay, so it's been a colorful life. What can I say?
So the biggest question that Doug and I both had after first reading the review and now the book is, what made you do this, right? It's appropriately called Late Admissions. So what made you at 75 years old write a book, with warts and all? It's all out there.
It's a gambit. I mean, one strategy would have been, let me craft my self-presentation to make myself look better, to make myself look attractive. Let me try to win the reader over through artifice. I didn't want to take that route. I have a different strategy. The strategy is, let me tell the truth, the whole truth, the bitter, ugly truth, but also the beautiful truth, the noble and the humane truth about my life. Let me lay it bare and rely upon the reader's, I won't call it sympathy, but a perception of the humanity of this person who's talking about his life, and a recognition that the guy who's telling you about the life is not the same as the guy being reported on from 30 years ago or whatever it is, who made mistakes, yes, but who also recovered from those mistakes and who is the better for it now. I decided to take the latter strategy.
And have you had any regrets so far? Have any of the women, have anybody, mentioned, because we got real names in here, come forth to say, hello, Glenn, hello, no.
No, I don't have any regrets. And no, there hasn't been any blowback, at least not yet. And not all the names are, the name that was known to the public because it was reported in the press when the mistress with whom I had the bitter breakup, with whom I lounged on a beach in the Gulf of Eilat, and so on, she's known to the public because those events were reported on, but other names have been changed to protect the innocent. And no, I don't have any regrets. A dear friend of mine, an old friend, someone I've known for 50 years, said to me, I'm not sure I much like the guy I met in that book. And my answer is, no, I'm not sure I like that guy either, but that guy could never have written this book.
I think it's fascinating. I'm actually really glad you told it. And I think it explains so much about you, one of which is your feelings about Barack Obama, who I know you've called a political operator. And just so our audience knows, I think most of them know you, Glenn, but just in case that they don't, Glenn, I believe, was the youngest tenured economics professor at Harvard ever, now is at Brown University as an economics professor, and is a more heterodox thinker when it comes to race issues, and a more conservative guy, and has been pushing back against some of these mainstream narratives on racial grievance for the better part of his whole life. And so isn't exactly beloved by the left, though they keep promoting Glenn, and they want to love. He's written some books on prison reform that kind of tempt the left into loving Glenn, but then they see he's actually conservative and they abandon you. So anyway, I think it really gives us a window into why you think Barack Obama is basically a poser, how you got to be a more conservative man despite growing up in academia and being under enormous pressure to be a leftist. So can you fill some of that out for us, like your background and how that side of you emerged?
Yeah, well, as far as Obama is concerned, I grew up in Chicago on the South Side. I know those neighborhoods. I know those people. I know the congregation that worshiped at Jeremiah Wright's Trinity United Church of Christ, because that church was located less than a mile from where I went to high school. And I thought the artifice that Obama offered to the country, trying to use the South Side of Chicago as a launching pad and trying to present himself in a certain way, lacked authenticity. I thought, what we have here is a carpetbagger who is assuming a mantle that he hasn't earned with life's experience and so on. And forgive me for thinking that. As far as my own upbringing and so on, a working class kid, Black neighborhoods, South Side of Chicago, striving, decency, respectability, but also a little bit of crossing to the other side of the line, housing projects, hustling. I was a product of that world. Early father, I was a father at 18, college dropout who went to a community college and made my way eventually to an elite campus, Northwestern University, where I flourished. Decided to pursue a technical career in economic science, trained at MIT, did very well, came out as a conventional theoretical economist and abstract theorist, but eventually gravitated to more political and policy-related work, and so on. I mean, I could go on in that vein, but those are the basics of my starting point anyway.
Do you owe back taxes? Pandemic relief is now over. Along with hiring thousands of new agents and field officers, the IRS has kicked off 2024 by sending over 5 million pay-up letters to those who have unfiled tax returns or balances owed. Don't waive your rights and speak with them on your own. Tax Network USA, a trusted tax relief firm, has saved over $1 billion in back taxes for their clients, and they can help you secure the best deal possible. Whether you owe 10 grand or 10 million, they can help you. Whether it's business or personal taxes, even if you have the means to pay, or if you're on a fixed income, they can help finally resolve your tax burdens once and for all. Call 1-800-245-6000 for a private free consultation or visit tnusa.com/Megyn. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.